It happens. There's a knock at your door. You look at your Ring camera on your cell phone and your heart sinks. It's the ATF or the police, and they're asking for you by name. They say they just want to verify some recent firearm purchases. In this moment, 99% of gun owners make a critical error. They open the door. I'm going to show you why that's a trap and give you the one sentence that makes them walk away. Many people mistakenly believe that if they own certain types of firearms, things like suppressors or short-barreled rifles, that they've somehow waived their rights. And this is a dangerous myth. Let me be crystal clear. It does not matter what kind of firearm you own. When you filled out that ATF form or whatever forms you filled out, you did not sign away your Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable search and seizure. Your home is your castle, and the government cannot enter it or demand to see your property without a warrant. So if they know they don't have a right to come in, what are they doing? It's a tactic called knock and talk, and they have no warrant. They have no probable cause. They're on what's called a fishing expedition. Their entire goal is to intimidate you into giving them consent, to make you think you have to comply. Why? Because the second you open that door, they're not just looking at you, they're looking past you. They're using the plain view doctrine, searching for any reason to claim they have probable cause to enter and search your home. Let me show you how fast this goes wrong. Let's say you open the door and on your coffee table behind you is a perfectly legal rifle you were just cleaning. Agent sees it, but next to it, he sees a bottle of prescription allergy medication. Oh, he claims to see unknown pills next to a firearm. He claims this combination is suspicious and gives him probable cause to enter to secure the weapon and identify the substance. Just like that. By opening the door, you've given them the excuse they needed. Now they're inside your house, and it all started with you just trying to be polite. So what do? It's simple. You do not open the door. You can speak to a closed door through the doorbell camera or not at all. You have zero obligation to engage with police at your door. But if you do want to talk with them through the door, hopefully, here is the script for handling that conversation. This conversation is simple. First, you ask the only question that matters. Through the closed door, you will say, "Do you have a search warrant signed by a judge?" They will almost certainly say no. They might try to avoid the question, but you need a clear yes or no. If the answer is no, know that what comes next is a bluff. Once they tell you no, their job is to now make you feel unreasonable or guilty. They'll use classic lines. "We can do this the easy way. We can do this the hard way." Whatever Deputy Dog says in that moment. And the big one, we'll go apply for a warrant. Now, this warrant one is almost always a lie. If they had enough evidence for a warrant, they would have gotten one before they came to your door. You will ignore their bluffs and state clearly, "I do not consent to any searches." Then you say nothing else. Do not argue. Do not explain. You have denied them consent. Their only option is to leave. The conversation's over. You win. Isn't it wonderful? Now, what if they do have a warrant? Okay. In the rare case they say, yes, they have a warrant, you still don't open the door, not yet. You say, "Slide it under the door so I can review it." You're looking for three things: the correct address. Is it your address down to the apartment number? 2, a list of what they're searching for. Is it specific? And 3, a judge's signature. Is it actually signed and dated recently? If it's a valid warrant, you must comply, but you are still going to exercise your rights. Open the door, and before they enter, you state 2 things very clearly. First, "Officer, I do not consent to any search beyond the specific scope of this warrant." This prevents them from tearing your entire house apart looking for things not listed. And second, "I am exercising my right to remain silent." Then you say nothing more. Let them do what the warrant allows and let your lawyer sort it out later. So let's recap. Knock at the door, don't open it. Ask for a warrant, no warrant, ignore their bluffs and say, "I do not consent to any searches." End of story. If there's a valid warrant, you state your limits and you invoke your right to remain silent by saying, "I plead the fifth." By the way, everything we discussed assumes you are a law-abiding citizen who is not a prohibited person. If you're a convicted felon, if you're on probation, if you're on parole, this is an entirely different conversation. Knowing these simple phrases can protect your rights, your property, and your freedom. Now, if you watched this long, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment too. You can even write on there, I hate Marc Lopez, he's terrible. I like all comments. I also like hey, that Marc Lopez, he's a handsome fella. Whatever, just leave me a comment. I appreciate it. I will do my best to respond to every comment. Can't promise that though. There's lots of comments. There's a lot of things I have to do every day. But most importantly, remember to always plead the fifth.